What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We're here, season 2, episode 36. 36. Dobie, tell the people what we're talking about on the podcast.
So it's going to be a good, bad. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit about our lives, birthday, it was my birthday. Now we're both old farts. We're both 28, but we're out here living dreams. So we're going to talk about that. Then we get into the new music. Now, for some people, it's been a great week. You got people like 21 Pilots. You got oh my gosh, what is his name? Mo Bamba boy.
Mo Bamba, Sheck Wes.
Sheck Wes. So that's somebody, if you guys haven't heard, I think you're going to start hearing his name more and more and more. Also, LANY, we talk about how they are the adult version of Owl City. Yes, you heard that right. The adult version of Owl City. So, you know what? This podcast is as bright as some fireflies. This is episode 36, season 2. I know it's cheesy, but we're about to get into it anyways.
Yeah.
Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pound show. This is the Daps and Pound show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. We have made it another week. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent two mics,
Two friends.
and one show.
The Daps and Pound show.
Woo!
What up?
Another week.
Yeah,
another
man.
day, another dollar. We have made it. A lot going on this week. But mainly, this show is for you. If you are driving your car, you're on your way to work, you are at work currently, and you're using our voices to get you through the day, we thank you so much. Also, spread the podcast out.
Yeah.
You can listen to it all week. Let us know what you think about it. Dobie, where can they let us know where they can think about it?
You guys can trash talk us at Daps_pounds on Twitter and Instagram. Hit us up, slide into our DMs. Let us know what's good.
Yeah.
You trying to fight? I've never thrown hands, so I'm going to trust you. I can be your hype man.
Yeah, be my hype man in the fight.
How do you think I'd be in a fight? What would happen? You've known me personally.
Probably not good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just because.
I'd get emotionally into it.
Yeah.
I'd be emotionally invested.
Yeah.
And I'd be ready to go, but I'd probably have a glass jaw.
But I don't know. Or you could win just because you would be so upset that you would do everything first.
Yeah.
I'm scared of you getting hit. That's what I'm scared of. It's not that I don't think you can hit. I think you probably be fine.
I feel like I would be
I don't
a
know what
biter.
happens if you get hit. I turn into like an 18-year-old white boy when I get hit. I'm like, come on! So it's like a different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Positivity, guys.
I'd probably get hit and come up real fast and be like, hey, man, we good, bro. We good. We good? Are you chill?
Are you, yeah, man. Okay.
My bad, dude. My bad, bro. You too big.
You mean Crash fell off my truck? He just popped up, blood coming down his head. No, it's cool, man.
No, we're good. Bro, you're bleeding.
Just take him to the hospital. Oh, the memories. Guys, we have made it. This is the Daps and Pound show. We're so happy that you guys joined us. What episode is this? Is this
36?
Episode 36. Season 2 is moving right along. We are into the fall. Officially into the fall. Officially into October. And we have this segment that we do every single episode for you. It's called Good, Bad. This is your way to get to know your co-host so you can know what we've been up to all week. So good, bad. Dobie, what's good?
Well, first off, before we get into that, I want to let you know that we actually got a newer review that we didn't even talk about for the podcast. So if you guys want us to shout out your rating on the podcast, feel free to go to iTunes. Let us know. Hopefully we give you that 5-star content. We kind of just want to know what you guys think about us. But anyways, shout out to Pearson. He and I know each other through College of the Ozarks. And he said best part of Tuesdays is listening to these fools.
Ooh.
That hit home.
Okay.
Hit the heart. Hit
Okay.
the heart. So we appreciate that. I know he's working a lot with his graphic design stuff, always putting in work there. And he's reached out to us a couple times. He's a creative thinker, and he's always trying to look for the next goals. So we're always listening and, you know, kind of paying attention. We're keeping our ears to the streets. So anyways, if you guys want us to shout you out for a review, these reviews really help us. We're growing steadily. And I feel like it's just going to take that one person, that one share to like take us to the next level. So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. So anyways, good, bad, bad. Birthday is my birthday. So Monday, I'm going to be 28, like this old fart to my right. And so I looked at somebody. They're like, oh, how old are you? I was like, 35, man, 35. I think I'm going to just start doing that. Just prepare myself mentally for that 30 gap. So yeah, we just kind of went out. We had a hibachi grill, and then we went out to Ulrich's. It was just chill. Hibachi. I mean, that was is the chillest, one of the most chill nights I think we've all had in a while. Like going out.
Yeah.
Vibes were very mellow. In a good way.
Mellow vibes.
So, yeah, if you guys are wondering what I got, just got some shoes. I got this One Piece action figure because I have like a bunch of figurines. I'm a huge anime gaming nerd. So I got a lot of that kind of stuff. My brother bought me a Naruto headband.
Nice.
So I got that up there. Malcolm got me Funko Pops from Smallville and Space Jam. Can't go wrong with that. And then some gift card to Dunkin' Donuts. So got to keep, or just Dunkin', right? Yeah, just Dunkin' now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they're
that rebrand's gonna take a long time before you get all those double D's out of the way.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't realize that. So yeah, we got that. I got some candy, some money. Chris got me these primitive Dragon Ball Z stuff, which is awesome. And then I got that moonshine that I like. I don't know if you've ever tried it.
Oh, it was the apple pie?
Yeah.
Yeah. You told me about it, and I had it at a friend's house once. It's good. It's pretty good.
I don't know if you had this kind.
Well, I mean, I had apple pie moonshine. I don't know brand-wise if it's
I've had multiple apple pie moonshines. Mm-hmm. They're not all the same. Okay. Nothing comes close to this one. So anyways, it's just, I don't know. It's one of the sweetest drinks I've ever had. So sometimes it's really good with ginger ale. I've done that before. So got that. And then, we out here. We live in life. One of the funniest things, though, so Michael Paynett's, his birthday is October 2nd. So we both play a ton of Fortnite together. And that's kind of like how our friendship has kind of stayed connected because he lives down in Florida. And we've played together, and that's kind of like been our friendship, how we like connect. And so for our birthdays, we both bought each other a $25 gift card for PlayStation to put towards like in-game currency for Fortnite. And so like both of us, and then we both bought the same thing. It's just kind of funny. So yeah, and then what's going on today is I don't know if you guys have ever tried the coconut berry Red Bull, but it's actually a special edition, and it was only for summertime, and these are very hard to find now.
I was gonna say, yeah, summertime's almost over.
There's,
right? So, yeah.
They've been gone for a while. There's 2 in the Walmart cooler. Oh my gosh!
I wonder, can you find them on Amazon and like?
You can, but they're like $50.
Like $50 for a case of how many?
Like 12.
Yeah.
50 for 12.
Yeah.
I think it was what it was. That's steep. I mean, I love the drink, but I don't love it that much. So, I mean, that's pretty much all. South Carolina barely won. That was awesome. We won by a field goal. It was a gritty win. Our second string QB actually played really well. Our first QB got hurt. That was dope. What else, man? We got a work party tonight because one of the good salesmen just got, he retired. So we're having a surprise party for him.
Cool.
At the boss's house. So that'll be fun. I mean, just a lot of good vibes going around.
Good. I like that. Are you doing anything for your birthday tomorrow? Because tomorrow is technically your birthday.
So tomorrow is technically my birthday. The reason why I didn't do anything technically for my birthday is because everybody says they're busy on weekdays. Mm-hmm. Number one. And it worked out, though, because Simeon Khan, he's a buddy of mine from college. He lives out in Colorado, but him and his girlfriend has family in Ohio, so they're kind of coming through here, and they're actually going to stay with us Monday night. So technically, I'm not really doing anything, but I mean,
You're
at
having
the same,
your friend hang out.
He's here. We're gonna go to Avani's because he had Avani's last time he was here in Peoria, and he really wants to have that again. If you guys didn't know, it's like a local Italian restaurant. It's a love-hate because I've known some people who are like, yo, Avani sucks.
Honestly, the only person I know that doesn't like it is my guy Cam. Like, that's the only
Cam
person
doesn't like it? I didn't know
he
that.
hates it.
Yeah, there's my boss can't stand Avani's. But I think it's great. So, gondolas for the win.
Gondelies for the weenies. I don't know. Weenies is weird. But yeah, shout out to gondolas. Shout out to Avantis. You guys will definitely have fun. So good, bad from me. Bad. I really don't have too many bads, I don't think, this week. I will say this, that it's hard to plan things and know when to go out when it's rainy outside and it's like the scattered rain that lasts all day, because it'll go from 30%, you can probably go out, everything's fine. At most, it's misting, and if it does start pouring, it'll last 15 minutes. But then an hour later, it's like 80%, and it's definitely going to rain. And then because it's the weather, that 80% time you'll stay inside for, it won't do anything. And the 20%, it's just a lot. You just have to do a lot to plan around. So it's been rainy for the latter half of this past week and weekend. So it's been hard for me I've been kind of like trying to figure out when to go outside of the house, because I being wet is not fun. I don't like being wet. I don't know what to wear. Umbrellas are cool, but man, it's just a lot. So the weather being rainy, unpredictably rainy, would be a bad for me. My college team, LSU, they lost for the first time this season. I will say, though, that I knew at halftime that they weren't going to win the game and pull it out against Florida. They were just slower than everybody else on that field, and the defense, was slower. And they just weren't doing very well. They got an interception, and I thought, maybe this is going to start turning around. It did not. Shout out to Joe Burrow. He threw 2 interceptions, but those are his first interceptions all season long. I do think he is our quarterback. I do think that he is adequate and he can win, but they just couldn't get it done yesterday. I predicted before the season started that they would lose 2 to 3 games. I still think that that's true. I don't see them losing more than that. And if you're talking about strength of schedule, we have a gauntlet. Our strength of schedule is ridiculous. So I'm not mad at all. I knew that we were going to lose soon, but I just didn't want it to be Florida. Or I would have liked it to be Georgia and Alabama to lose to, and not like a team like Florida that was ranked 22. So we're out of the top 10 now, but we were 5, and I didn't even know if we would get to the top 5 this season. And the fact that we did, and we knocked off teams that were in the top 5 to do so, makes me happy with this season. So for me, this is a win season. So that was a bad. I'm still holding out hope for the Saints tomorrow, and fantasy, I am down like 20 points, but we'll see. My other league, I am winning by 44 points. So that's good.
Are you only down by 20 points, sir?
I was last time I checked. I'm not sure now. It's been a minute since I checked.
Let's look here.
I don't know.
You are down. It is Malcolm 68.2.
Oh yeah, now I'm not.
120.1. However,
was forever ago.
However, you have 4 players to play.
Yeah, Monday tomorrow.
Adrian Peterson.
Yep.
And Beasley and
Lamar plays tonight.
And then Drew Brees and
tomorrow.
Patterson.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if we can come back. I'm at a 500 season right now. I'm 2-2 right now. So we'll see what happens with that. Good though. Honestly, there's been some good stuff. I'm starting at LLC next year, so everything that I've been doing the last month has been trying to get that stuff underway. So I've had a lot of meetings recently, the last couple of weeks, to try to get that squared away. So I'm happy about it, and we're going to really get moving and stuff like that. I'm kind of putting back together my board of what I want to do. So it'll be fun. And yeah, that's my good, bad, bad.
Awesome. Hopefully that will help you, because then that experience can help us in the long run as well.
Yeah. It's gonna be good just to have things to put things out through. And like I'm gonna start something with our friend Alicia. She's gonna do a weight loss program, and we're gonna start selling stuff, and we're gonna do it through the LLC. So it's gonna make a lot more business sense to do it that way, and it'll help everybody and be legit. So it'll be good. So yeah, man, just rolling, just getting old.
Rolling.
What?
Rolling.
Come on.
Rolling.
I listened to a lot of alternative this week.
Did you?
Yeah, hip hop sucks right now for me, but
Are you in that zone?
Yeah, it's hard to grab onto things. The things I grab onto I'm on them for a while, but this past couple weeks I've been listening to a lot of alternative stuff. A lot. There's some good stuff out there. But since we're talking about music, we're going to get into not the good, bad. Oops. We're going to get into the new music that came out. As always, we like to highlight all of the new stuff that came out so that you guys can make decisions when you're looking through Apple Music, when you're on Spotify, when you're looking and searching for brand new stuff. So first things first, I mentioned alternative. 21 Pilots. They dropped Trench. 21 Pilots is a group that I actually enjoy. I think that they are like a weird stepchild of Linkin Park in a way, just not the hardcore element, but in design of song, if that makes sense. So they dropped a full-length project, 14 songs. For people that were fans of them, this is an anticipated body of work. I liked it, but it did not have the same impact, and I think you'll see when the charts come out and stuff, it did not have the same impact as their other material. They are also one of those bands that, like a lot of rock bands, they'll go through moments where they feel like they don't want to make music anymore and they want to change up their direction, and so they've been doing that a lot recently. You can hear it a little bit in the music. So I liked it, though. It was pretty good. Did you listen to this at all?
Honestly, no, because I'm kind of already biased towards them. It's like, I know 21 Pilots is very beloved, and I think he's actually a good like songwriter, and he can put words together very well. I just don't like them. And so, to be fair, I just feel like for me, there's certain artists that you're the same way. It's just like, you're not gonna like it going in. And for me, that's the 21 Pilots. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that it's one of those things. And I was just talking. Chizzy said this yesterday. Our guy, he was saying that
he's a 21 Pilots fan, isn't he?
He is, but he's not crazy over it. He said that that stuff grows on him over time.
I can see that,
and I can take that. I can understand that it'll grow. I think. Because I didn't like the all of us are humans, let me know. That song. Wasn't really into that song.
Right.
That they did for the what was it? Suicide Squad soundtrack. Heathens. I didn't like that song at all. And then I heard it. And that song got popular somehow. And I was like, okay, I get it. Not that I loved it, but I understood why people like it. And then I put it on a playlist or two. Like, I understood and I liked it after that. So I feel like this could happen with a song called Chlorine for me. Everything else, I'm not sure what else is going to be on the radio as much as a song like Heathens was. Maybe attach it to a movie like Heathens was. I'm not sure. But Trench is out, 21 Pilots. It's a full-length project, and I know a lot of people are going to be waiting to see what that does. Then we had Drip Harder. I think as far as hip hop goes,
no, don't skip A Star Is Born.
It's the soundtrack.
I know. How was it?
The soundtrack was okay. I saw the movie. The movie was good.
What? You did?
Yeah. I liked
How many cry scenes?
Like scenes that they cried or scenes that I? Oh no.
Because we guessed 4. 4 crying scenes in the movie?
Honestly, no. There were like 2 to 3. We were over.
Really?
Yeah, we were over. But really good. I thought it was a really good direction. A Star Is Born is a property and a concept that has been around for years as far as those movies have been made. But like you can, I guess once you buy the intellectual property for A Star Is Born, you can make it whatever you want. Kind of like there's like different versions of Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. And so this is a love story. It's decent. It's a pretty good love story. I'm happy I saw it.
Okay, that's good. Do you like Lady Gaga now?
I didn't never not like Lady Gaga. I mean,
she looks like a normal person.
Yeah, well, but for a long time she's been like that. She hasn't really gone crazy and like been out there with the outfits for a while. It's been a minute since the meat outfits. It's been a minute. That I think that was a lot to get her attention, and then she kind of calmed down a little bit. But yeah, Star Is Born, if you've seen the movie and if you're into, one thing I will say that I respect about Bradley Cooper is that he's singing. And he like learned how to play guitar and like stuff like that. So I will say that that's kind of cool to be an actor and then direct something and then try to learn how to do what you're portraying instead of just like have someone else sing everything. So then we have Drip Harder, Lil Baby, and Gunna. As far as hip hop goes, this was up there as far as anticipation this week. I will say that this, to me, and I don't know whether they're calling it a mixtape or an album, but to me, this is just a mixtape. To me,
mixtape.
This doesn't seem like it's like song after song. There's no, and when I say the difference, it's because to me, an album has like a thought behind it. There's a concept behind it. Things flow. That's not how this is. Like this is just recorded a song today. Let's put it on the album. Almost like the Drake and Future project, how there's no connection between songs. Like it's just record it, let's go, record it, let's go. And you can tell it was done fast. Not all of these songs are mixed that great, to be honest with you. You can definitely hear where some stuff was rushed for sure, and the sound quality. But overall, it's okay. The big song that people are going to talk about are Drip Too Hard, which is a song that came out before the album that kind of took over, I think, of this type of rap sound. Drip Too Hard is a really good song. Never Recover is a song that everyone's going to talk about because it has a Drake feature. Business is Business. I like that song a lot, actually. I thought that was good. My Jeans with Thugger. I like that song, too.
I like I Am.
I Am is pretty good, too.
But there's some bad songs as well.
I think you know what's interesting about this? I think that this is like, if you are a person that says drip all the time, and if you are like of this ilk and you just love this type of stuff, then you probably won't think those songs are bad. I think it's only bad because we don't like indulge in this type of music all the time. But this is the stuff that NBA Youngboy and all these kids are putting out. So yeah, it had a few good spots on it. I actually really like the cover art a lot.
What about Nav?
Nope, not a Nav guy. And Lil Durk didn't sound good at all. That song, I don't like that song though. Off-White V-Lone, I did not like that song. I didn't like that song to start the album off with. Business is Business should have been the first song, I think. And also Never Recover being the last song of the album. I know people can skip to whatever they want and positioning doesn't matter like it used to, but I love that. I love when like people position like big songs in really good places. Like start your huge song off in the beginning, the middle, or the very end. I don't like it when it's like song 2 is your big single. It just annoys me. So shout out to Never Recover. I like that song a lot.
Yeah.
Take it, that's too much. Take it, that's too much. Don
They're going to be
Kimmedy,
around for a while.
I definitely think Lil Baby is. I think Gunna probably too. We'll see.
I think Gunna
We'll see. I think they should continue to do things together, though.
I think Gunna has a good ear for like beat selection and stuff like that too. I told you that that Slime season 3
but honestly, like everybody that's managed by QC right now is doing well in beat selection. So what happens is you'll get these producers in Atlanta and they start working with QC, and that's why everything they put out sounds like really, really good. Cardi's managed by QC. Her stuff sounds really, really good. Like I think that they have a really good wave right now as just a company. Volume 2, Dom Kennedy. Why can I never say his name? Dom Kennedy. Yeah. Volume 2. He dropped. He's a West Coast guy.
It's weird. We just talked about him too.
I know, and this was like a surprise album too, kind of. So let me say that his voice, in my opinion, bothers me on some songs.
Clinton Miller is.
I don't know what it is about his voice though.
It's boring.
I don't know. It's just
his influxes aren't good.
I don't know.
He's way too bass style for today's vibe.
I don't know. But not everything on here was bad though. I mean, it's a decent tape. It's kind of like the Drip Harder for me, where it's like if you listen to West Coast music all the time, and if you listen to stuff like this all the time, it will probably be fine for you, and you'll probably like this song or like this album. So My Bins is my favorite song though.
It's also like way too many songs for somebody who has not been out this soon. Like, I feel like I see it. I feel like we see it all the time. If you are absent for a while, the smaller, concise, with very good tracks, like 6 very, very good tracks, those EPs seem to do better for fan service than these very saturated, heavy multitude songs.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know if he's on a major anymore. I think he actually might be independent, which is interesting. Sheck Wes, Mudboy. Sheck Wes is signed to Travis Scott, and he has some good music affiliation, but everyone knows him for his song Mo Bamba. So if you would have asked me 3 months ago, or actually 6 months ago, if I was hype about this album, I would have said, no, not really. Mo Bamba's okay. But Mo Bamba has grown on me a lot. And then coming up maybe 2 weeks ago, I started listening to his tape that he put out months and months ago. I started listening to it again, and I was like, yo, there's something about this that is not bad to me. I don't know what it is. And I will say that he put a couple songs from that tape on here as well. Live Sheck Wes has been out. Mo Bamba, of course, was out. Chippy, I've heard a version of Chippy Chippy before. And there is something about Sheck Wes that is alluring to me. Not all of the songs on Mudboy are good, but there is something about him, like the song called Kyrie.
Dude, I was about to say Kyrie's fire.
Kyrie's fire.
Good.
Live Sheck Wes is fire to me. Mo Bamba is fire to me. Like, there's just something about him. I think he could possibly be the new age kids DMX. He's so dark. He is so like he has like a haunting sound. Like, it sounds like you're listening to like some like creepy something.
Well, then he's
almost
not
like
DMX.
almost like OG Mako.
Well, because DMX was hype.
No.
He was dark, but he was hype.
If you've listened to Night is Dark, Hell is Hot, and like stuff like early DMX, bro, he was like this. He was very, very dark. He got hype on the singles, but I'm talking like album cuts. DMX was creepy. And everything down to that, to the album cover, DMX had a album cover where he's
I remember that
coming out of blood. And I just feel like he's the new age dude that's like this. And then it reminds me of like a Sheck Wes reminds me of like I wonder what OG Mako's doing, because they kind of are in the same field as me. The yelling hype dudes. But yeah, shout out to Sheck Wes. I don't mind this at all. Like I said, not everything was for me, but there were some songs that did get me really, really hype. And I've listened to Live Sheck Wes more times than I would like to admit. That song gets me so hype at the gym.
Really I like good. Kyrie the most.
Kyrie's good. Kyrie's really solid. I like that song a lot.
Some people will be turned off, and it won't take you long to figure out if you're going to like the guy or not.
I agree. I agree with that. It is not for everyone at all. Dime Trap, T.I.P. He just dropped his album. And we were just talking last week on the podcast, too, about how we're kind of not here for his slow rapping anymore. Interesting thing about this that I noticed is he has started changing his flow a lot. And I didn't see that coming. I didn't know that he was going to start changing his flow. I'm used to kind of 1 or 2 flow T.I., but this was different. This, he kind of tries to rap like the new kids, and while sometimes I don't necessarily like that, I thought it was interesting. There's some good stuff on here. Hefe is the single that came out a while ago with Meek Mill. The Weeknd and Young Thug that came out last week. That one's okay. But the song that I really, really like, the song that's my favorite on this is At Least I Know, featuring Anderson Paak. That one to me is fire. More and More featuring G-Eazy. Every time they get together, I like it. You featuring Tiana Taylor, I like that as well. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't come into this album, Dime Trap, with any expectations whatsoever.
Well, do you feel like he's now a rapper that only does well with features? All those songs that you just mentioned that you like have features. Maybe. I liked everything he did though on this. I mean, what was really cool is Dave Chappelle is on this album. He is doing like a lot of the beginning and ends of songs, and he's kind of speaking as a conscious to T.I., where they just got together and hung out and they just press record and like let Dave Chappelle just be Dave Chappelle. So that was interesting as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good album. I was pleasantly surprised by this album though. I was not expecting his flow changes and things like he did. So yeah, I would think it's decent. I think it's decent. So shout out to Dime Trap. Hey, but I like my beats down low.
It's a great song.
And my top laid back.
Great song. Mozzie, Gangland Landlord. I listened to this. Mozzie is a West Coast blood. He it's super West Coast, but at the same time, it's like pretty hard too. He has a song called Thug's Mansion, featuring Ty Dolla $ign and YG. That's probably my favorite song. It's just real grimy hood gang rap. And if you can listen to it, I put this on in the gym, and I got through the gym pretty easily to this. Outside of the gym, I don't know. I haven't tried to listen to it outside of the gym, but I just might be like, oh, stop the violence. It's too much. Can we hug more as a people? Did you listen to this one at all?
Nah.
Mozzie.
Nah.
Mozzie. Tokyo Jets. She is a Grand Hustle T.I. artist, bona fide. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter that she's really good. I skimmed her project bona fide, and I can hear a little bit. Definitely better than a lot of the dolls that are out there, I'll say. Definitely better than Cash Doll and Asian Doll and I don't know. A lot of the other dolls that are out there. Still not as good as Cardi, still not as good as Nicki, but if we're talking female hip-hop, still pretty good. LANY dropped Malibu Nights. Dobie had a really funny hot take on Twitter. What'd you say?
I said LANY is the adult version, or is Owl City for adults.
So that was funny to me because, you know, when you listen to Owl City and like everything is so clear and they enunciate their words so clearly.
There's a very dreamy...
Yeah.
It's the way he sings. It's like a very dreamy singing kind of higher tone boyish voice.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely see the comparison. I definitely understand the comparison between LANY and the dude from Owl City. So Through These Tears is a song that I like. If You See Her is a song I like. I like LANY though. I can like play this music while I'm cleaning the house and chill out. It's nothing that I'm going crazy over, but I never went crazy over any of their music. Like I never listened to their music and was like, this is a hit. This is going to be on the Billboard. This is crazy. Just good, just chill.
What I got from this is that he's the type of artist that is going to have die hard fans that are like, no, like you don't get it.
Yeah.
His music is the best. He actually is a good writer, but you know what I mean? I can just sense like there's people who this is all they're going to listen to. It is a very easy album to get through. It doesn't feel long. It's only 9 songs. I feel like the tracks do run well. There's a lot of good instrumental breaks and a lot of good kind of variations in the songs. I wasn't mad at all about this project. I listened to it while I was getting ready in the morning in the shower and stuff. It was like a perfect kind of like thing to listen to, and I had no complaints about it. I was actually really, really surprised with it.
Yeah.
With how it was. It was super chill. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, for me, this is going to be good, like Starbucks, coffee music, chill, get a lot of work done music. I listen to music at work, and when I'm really focused on stuff, then this is what I like to listen to.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Relationship heavy.
Very relationship heavy, yeah. So yeah, that was LANY, Malibu Nights. Make sure you go listen to that. Not a shocking surprise, but an album that wasn't really anticipated a lot dropped. Beloved, Dave East and Styles P. If you like New York drug rap, and just very like backpacker, like really, 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 really rapidy rap, then I think that you'll like this. Load My Gun featuring The Lox is the best song I think off of it. Dave East can always rap. I think his problem is he can't make good, like really good songs. Styles P has never been like a great song maker. So,
which it kind of amazes me more and more about Lil Wayne actually.
What part?
Because it was like no one like thinks he's a great song maker. Everybody says he's a amazing rapper, but actually he's made a lot of good songs.
Yeah. I think Lil Wayne's good at writing song concepts. Like I was listening to Shoot Me Down the other day.
Please don't shoot me
and I was listening to the song with Robin Thicke. That's hard. Let the beat build, like
Carter 3, man.
Yeah, if you're listening to like Lil Wayne, even if he doesn't have a feature, there's like a structure to his stuff that makes sense. And I think that's what Dave East and Styles P are missing. It's just really, really, really New York. But I liked it, actually. This was another one that was good in the gym. Beloved, Dave East and Styles P. Let's see here. What else dropped that you listened to?
Phora, Love Is Hell.
Phora, I missed that. Phora, Love Is Hell dropped. Now, this one was okay. I really liked the Stuck in My Ways Black feature.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Let's see what else I listened to on here.
I listened to the whole project. I think Trippie Redd was a good
Love Is Hell,
feature.
The very first song, yeah. Trippie Redd.
It's a good project. It's just really hard when you have somebody like Black who just dropped, because that's kind of his realm. Is the R&B kind of like hip hop scene, but there's so many good artists right now in that lane. I'm not saying he's bad. I think it was a pleasant surprise because I didn't have much expectations for this project or anything like that. So I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good. It's definitely worth a shot. You might find a song that you'll really like. I think overall, to be fair, I think this album overall is better than Juice WRLD's.
Maybe. I don't really compare them to. I would have to listen to them like that. Like I would have to listen to them back to back to compare. Because like when I don't see artists, like when I'm not comparing artists back to back in my head, I have to like go back and like listen to them both. So I'm not sure, but it's not a bad project. I like the song No Scope as well. That was good. I like that one. Black is on a roll. Big black guy.
But he is a little.
Let's see here. Mario, Dancing with Shadows. It's a creepy title, kind of. Dancing with Shadows. So this is a full-length project, 11 songs. I listened to this. Dobie listened to this first, and we had heard a couple singles,
right?
And we were like, okay, we'll see what's going on. And then Dobie texted me and told me that it was really good. And then I listened to it, and I think it's really solid for sure. He can sing, man. Dude, I mean, like, it's that will never be the problem.
He didn't miss a beat.
With Mario, I don't think that'll ever be a problem, is him not being able to sing. That dude can absolutely sing. Once again, I think it's really hard to write a hit. I really think it's hard to find a sound. One Man Woman is good. I like that song.
I like Too Many Options.
Too Many Options was banger.
It's just an overall really good project that I'm sad that it's going to be overlooked by way too many people.
Yeah. I don't know what he necessarily needs. I'm saying I know he needs a hit, but he needs like, you know, we talk about being independent and starting your own stuff and all that stuff, but honestly, he's somebody that probably does need a machine. He's somebody that probably does need to be signed to a Columbia or a major label because he doesn't do a very good job of marketing himself. So he probably needs like a full marketing team and stuff like that. But very solid project. Mario Dancing with Shadows. Marky Bassey dropped an EP. I love Marky Bassey. Postmodern Depression. All his music is like in the same vein. He doesn't grow as far as like sound. Like his sound doesn't change to me. It's always kind of the same sound. It's kind of his thing. So he has a song called Simma featuring Guap Dad 4000, which is one of the best names I've ever heard in my entire life. And it's called Simma. I like that song. I like Treat Me So Bad. I like Supply. Love Her Too with G-Eazy. This is like the 4th collaboration they've done together. And I don't know if I'm just tired of G-Eazy songs with Marky Bassey or if it's just not a good song, but I'm just not into that song. It's just not what I'm looking for. But this is good music to have on, clean the house and stuff like that. So Marky Bassey, Postmodern.
Marky Bassey.
Depression.
2 a.m. club.
2 a.m. club for life. What else? Did you listen to anything else?
Nope, that's all the albums.
All the albums. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our Loosie Goosies. If you don't know, then I'll tell you. Our Loosie Goosies are songs that are singles that are put out on Apple Music that we're looking at right now. First things first, Anderson Paak, Tense, featuring Kendrick Lamar. This feels great. It just feels good.
Good vibes.
Anderson Paak is really talented. I know he plays like tons of instruments and stuff like that, but this is good. I like this. Kendrick Lamar, he is, to me, he's still the best rapper right now. He's amazing at putting words together. He can rap. He's really good. Even on chill stuff. And I like him on chill stuff because it proves that he can do it on stuff that's not like extremely hard or a rapidy rap.
That's
song.
why I really liked his verse on I'm a Classic Man. Just because he doesn't do many club records either.
Yeah. When he does stuff like that, to me, that stuff proves that he's the best rapper more than the like super rapidy stuff. Right. Because when you can flow and do both, and I'm like, yeah, no, you got it, dog. You got it, dog. Halsey dropped Without Me. Not my favorite thing that she's dropped. What did you think?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Halsey for me is very hit or miss.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't like her at all at one point. I've come a long way on Halsey.
I am still kind of anticipating her project.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely anticipating her for sure. 6ix9ine dropped Stupid featuring Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda's supposed to be out soon. Saw that on Twitter. That's interesting. Very, very curious to know, because there is a large majority of New York media that is anticipating Bobby Shmurda getting released and making music that I've seen on Twitter. And it's based off of 2 records, Computers and Hot N-Word. And I've never seen that before. Like the same way I talk about French. Like French is the most successful, unsuccessful artist I've ever seen in my entire life. Like first album, French went wood, didn't do anything. Second album, didn't really do anything. Unforgettable is like 1,000,000 times platinum. But like, and Bring Them Things with Pharrell's a banger. But like, Pop That was off the first album. So he has like these extremely successful singles. But I've never seen an artist like French Montana have albums that do nothing and singles that do so well that have kept them relevant and going like this. And the fact that Bobby Shmurda has like so much anticipation off of one song, Computers too, so 2 songs, is crazy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens to Bobby Shmurda.
I have a feeling it's all going to be trash.
The
soundscape's different.
Well, but it's crazy because he's the one who started the soundscape of like what's happening in New York, at least.
Yeah.
Like Hot-ish gave you Ooh.
Yeah.
It gave you the basis for what Kodak Black did and then what Cardi did. Like that bop, that started Bobby Shmurda. So, and then he went away. So I think because all of these other artists have gone on to be successful and have careers, people are like thinking Bobby's going to come out and do something. But I'm like, I don't necessarily know that Bobby knew what he was doing when he did it as far as creating a sound. So we'll see. But I don't know. I mean, Hot is still really good song and plays at parties. Jaden Smith, he dropped Goku. This song's okay. I'm really looking forward to Jaden Smith's like Lost Tapes or whatever he's coming out with soon. That looks really interesting. I'm looking forward to Jaden.
The single is better than his last one. I forget the name of it, but
Back on My Ish or Back on My.
But it's still like not as good as the stuff on the album.
Yeah. Looking forward to it though. Joji, Can't Get Over You, Clams Casino. I wasn't really feeling this Joji song, Can't Get Over You, featuring Clams Casino. Joji is somebody that I am kind of hit or miss with. I like a lot that he does, but I definitely don't like everything. This falls into the category of like, I'm not really feeling it. But he could
really
put something
popular
out
on YouTube. He got trending too.
Yeah.
His music video.
He could put out something that I like though. He definitely has that ability.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wasn't super feeling this though. It was okay. Swizz Beats, 25 Soldiers, Young Thug. Swizz Beats is dropping an album called Poison really soon. This is okay, but right now Swizz Beats just seems to be just putting stuff out. I don't know how much thought's been put behind it. Trey Songz, How That Sound, featuring 2 Chainz and Yo Gotti. This is a song that Trey just put out. Like, I don't know if there's much direction behind this either.
Man, what a fall from grace.
Trigger. G-Eazy, Endless Summer Freestyle, featuring YG. That's not bad. Trust My Lonely. I'm a big Alicia Cara guy, so I really like this song. Wyclef Jean, he dropped Baba, Coffee Black. Sujahari Amuru Salter Villegas. I hope I said your name right. Sujahari. We had Major Lazer, Loyal, Kiz, Daniel, and Cranium. I actually really like the song a lot. And I think that was most of the singles that came out. Oh, Armand and Trey, they came out with Right Back. I'm a big Armand and Trey fan. I like them a lot. They're really good. I think that was most of the major singles that came out, though. I know Sean Paul dropped. And
Sean Paul.
Whatchamacallit, featuring Chris Brown. The only problem is that it is a complete Chris Brown song.
Yeah, I was excited for it, and then
yeah,
Chris Brown doesn't.
He doesn't do much, but then people were saying too, like it's almost like a Chris Brown song that he just like gave her. You know what I mean? Like everything about that song is Chris Brown. There's nothing about that song that sounds like LMA. But I'm looking forward to her album. Her album comes out this weekend. Looking forward to it. Big LMA guy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all the singles. You think?
That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. So guys, if we missed anything at all, if you are searching for music, listen to this podcast. If we missed anything, hit us up on Daps_pounds. Let us know what we missed, what you think about, what we think about these songs and these albums, and we will be here for you. So now it is time for.
Is there any other topics?
Is
there anything else? That you
last night was UFC 229.
Oh yeah,
things got wild. It was Conor McGregor versus Khabib. He's Russian.
Kebab.
It's actually Habib, I guess.
Habib?
No. But
Habib.
it's like a Habib.
Habib.
Yeah, that's his name.
Habib.
I don't know his last name. It's really long, hard to say. But there's a melee.
Does he actually talk like this?
Kind
curiosity?
of. Kind of. I listened to his post-match interview. It was interesting. He made
I wonder
some
what
really
they
solid
said to
points.
him that made him jump over the fence.
Well, so Conor and his trainer have been insulting his dad and his religion for a long time. And so the things that, like, I guess, like in the part of Russia he's from, it's like you can't let that happen. Like if someone respects your father, like your namesake, then it's like full, like it's whole thing.
It's strange because I feel like namesake here in America is nothing.
Now, no.
And in cultures, that's what it was. I'm the father of.
Yeah. If you respect my father, that means you're respecting my entire lineage, like not just my father.
It's crazy.
So he hopped out and went crazy. A lot of people, though, are bringing up that McGregor hopping out and getting in Aldo's face after he won. So that is true. So while people are saying Khabib is like really bad for doing that, after McGregor won like 3 fights ago, he hopped out. The only difference is Aldo didn't throw a punch. It didn't turn into a riot. So I agree that Khabib shouldn't have done that, but McGregor's done that. And I think that's one of the reasons why McGregor didn't press charges against the dudes that hopped in the ring and started fighting him.
Yeah, the guy threw chairs through buses.
Yeah, he picked up a dolly, like an actual like dolly. Those things are like kind of heavy, and put it over his head and chucked it and almost blinded the dude. So I mean, he's no angel for sure. A rematch is definitely happening.
And he's gonna get worked again.
Yeah, Khabib could lose the title. It's up to the Nevada State Commission right now. So we'll see what happens with that. A lot of it is hype, though. I mean, this is only gonna make the rematch more intriguing.
Dramatic.
We'll see what happens. I feel bad though for Nate Diaz because Nate Diaz gave Conor a great fight, couldn't get a rematch, and if Conor won, he was gonna give him a rematch. And that fight would be amazing. So I'm sad that I feel like we kind of have to wait. What they could do though, if they decide to let Khabib have his title, is do a McGregor versus Nate to see who goes to.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
But let's be real. The only reason why the Conor and Nate fight was great is because they're both just strikers. They don't like to go to the ground. They like to just duke it out and see who's the strongest man. So
Khabib would rather go to the ground.
He would. Yeah. That's why I'm saying.
He choked him out.
I'm sorry. I'm saying that's why Nate and Conor would be better.
Yeah.
Just because those two, they're the same similar style. It's like, come on, let's just throw blows. Whoever is knocked out is knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild stuff, man.
It was crazy. Malice at the Palace Part 2. We'll see what happens, but UFC 229 was quite the crazy ending.
Spectacle.
So yeah, I think any major topics other than that. Let's see.
Venom's out. Most people aren't really. They're saying it's good, not great.
Had an $80 million box office.
Venom.
Highest opener in October. I saw online.
Wow.
Yeah, ever. Yeah. 80 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So, guys, let us know what you think again, and we are going to give you what we always give you at the end of the show. That's your 101 conversation starters for couples. Dobie, what you got?
Recall a childhood memory about one of the following: playing in a creek, playing in a treehouse, catching fireflies, running a lemonade stand, pretending to be a superhero. Oh, I bet that's yours, Malcolm. A slumber party or sleepover, or jumping off the high dive. Dude, that story kills me every single.
Yeah, that was bad. I told that this season, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't.
So I won't tell that one again, but I'll say that the first time that I ever spent the night over Brandon's house.
Oh,
my brother Brandon. The first time I spent the night over his house was amazing. Actually, the first time I spent the night over his house and his house were both amazing. He comes over, and he comes over with like a duffel bag, and he pulls out a mint for me and my mom and goes, "Hey, my mom didn't want me to come over empty-handed, so got you guys some mints." And so we're like, okay, all right. So then we go to Papa John's and we order a pizza, and my family had never experienced Brandon before. And so the pizza was taking too long. So he like leans over and goes, "Hey, we're getting a little older here," to like the desk. Because it was taking forever for the pizza. And that night, that night I made him watch Fast and the Furious for the first time. Yeah. Like most of the pop culture references that he knows are because he came over, because he doesn't have any brothers or sisters. Right. And that's why pop culturally he's lost on a lot. So when he would come over my house, I showed him Fast and Furious, Boys in the Hood, like all of like the important movies that you have to see when you're a young person, Juice, like everything came from me and kind of got him started on the Fast and Furious train. Then he was hooked after that, obviously. Then when I went over his house the very first time, we went to a place downtown called Sully's that I wish was still open. It was amazing. With his dad, we go into his room, his bunk bed room, and he watches the Hu Hu Hakusho. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, and he watches that, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. It's an interesting kid. And then me, him, and his dad watched Eliminate. Do you remember that show?
Eliminate?
Yeah. And he used to have that amazing song, Eliminate. Ding, 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 ding. Watch that in Cheaters. It's the most amazing times. The most amazing times. So, yeah, those memories. What about you?
The time we went to the creek with all my friends from the local neighborhood in South Carolina. There was about 5 of us kind of within a vicinity of a couple streets, and we could all get to each other's house via bikes, or at the time, scooters were really happening. My dad refused to buy us a scooter because he said scooters are dumb and it's a fad, and in 2 years, everyone's going to be riding their bikes again. That's pretty much what happened, but I still wanted a scooter. Anyways, there was this place that we could go kind of like further down. You had to go way further down into the neighborhood, kind of back where past where construction is. But there was this really huge creek there. Well, there is a section of the creek that was pretty muddy. And find out, well, my friend actually got stuck. And he started sinking.
No bueno.
And we actually, like, couldn't get him out.
Was it the type of, like...
It's like thick Georgia clay.
Is it the type where, like, if you fight, you get down deeper?
Yeah. So we had, like, no clue what to do. And mind you, like, we don't have cell phones at this point. Like, we're not there yet. We had walkie-talkies, but at this time, I don't think we had anybody available. But I remember having to, like, run through this field barefoot with, like, the gumballs and stuff like that were around there. Because I'm, like, dipping to my bike because at this point, we were like, we need adults. And eventually we got him. And his parents came down, and we had to get, like, a bunch of sticks and stuff, like, for him to get. And we had to, like, pull him out. It was so thick, though. He lost all of his shorts and everything, so he came out naked. But it was crazy. We were actually scared,
That's
bro.
the worst.
Because then it got to a point where we were like, bro, don't move. Like, this is quicksand or something. Like, bro, you don't move. You're going to sink. Like, he was freaking out. I would have freaked out, too.
I've been stuck like that before in quicksand, Louisiana, and it was mud. It wasn't quicksand. It was, like, straight up mud in a creek. And it was, I got out, like, my dad pulled me out, but it was scary because I fought, and like like when someone yells and says like stay still or else you'll get deeper, then you just freak out
like,
more. You're like, no, it won't get me.
Not today.
I just like sunk deeper. I only got to like where my ankles were stuck. I didn't get like far.
Really?
It was not good though.
Dang.
Not good. Totally understand the feeling. It is not good being helpless at all.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, share your stories. Hit us up, Daps_pounds.
Yeah.
Let us know if there's any music that you want us to talk to. That's pretty much it for episode 36 of season 2.
Episode 36, season 2 is in the bag. Like Dobie said, make sure you get to us online and let us know everything that you're thinking. For a shout out, like Dobie gave Pearson a shout out, make sure you leave a review on Apple Music. Rate, share, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you so much. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent 2 mics.
2 friends.
And 1 show. The Daps and Pound Show. Shout out to the shout out. Gang, gang, gang.